he came out double down on it.
I think he gonna get dropped. Rock, I think he's gonna end up getting dropped.
Is Hope still over Rock Nation? It don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean maybe not over, but
somewhat. Yeah.
He still get paid from it.
Yeah,
there you
sure.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sure.
I think he's gonna end up dropped. It's a bad look.
So since we talking about Hov, the Jay-Z interview dropped.
Yeah.
Dog,
Let me go with you first. I know you watched it.
Nah, man, he dropped some dope gems, man. I think that obviously, I think one of the focuses that the clickbait was that his whole involvement in the Super Bowl and his whole involvement in the Super Bowl, what he felt about it, and was he did he mean to put whatever. And I think that part he answered well. I think overall just about making decisions, man. Like when you go to a certain extent, like you find that what I found in his interviews that certain shit is he just don't really involve in. You ever seen a nigga that's just like he's involved, but he's like you ain't in the mix with it. You know what I'm saying? You might sign a check that goes around it, or you might put the team together that involves it, but you ain't really even, you know what I'm saying, even touching it. So I think overall though, to answer the question though, is that the interview was dope. It was two of them though, I thought, if I'm not mistaken. One was with GQ, but there was another one that I might be missing, or maybe it was an old one. But he dropped some dope gems, bro. Just on life in general, just on how to address certain situations, how to approach things with a mindset. Your mindset controls everything else, and I think that's one of the things that I'll take from that interview though.
Who was the cat that he interviewed with?
It was a dude off of GQ. That's the one.
He's an editor. He's a managing editor.
I thought it was two different interviews, but the dude that interviewed him off of GQ,
the younger looking cat.
right? I'm like,
he's a young cat, and he did great.
Like you did it.
I thought he did good.
Like, and for a minute, I'm gonna be honest. I thought the nigga was reading off of some reading cue card, but then when they went back, like, nah, he really just like couple notes, couple little things. I want to make sure I talk about this. The rest is just whatever. I'm like,
I haven't watched it at all.
you should. You love it. You love it.
And you watched it from top to bottom.
I didn't finish the last.
I watched
20,
I watched the
minutes.
whole thing.
Okay, you watched it from top to
I
bottom.
watched from top to bottom.
How well was he able to get into what you wanted to hear musically?
So he did address. So he had to attack the elephants in the room first. He had to attack the allegations from Busby.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. It was right.
Busby's the lawyer that was saying that Jay-Z raped somebody, and he lost the case basically. Mm-hmm. And now Jay-Z's counter suing him.
It is
because it was.
He had to talk about the defamation.
Oh, dude ask those types of questions.
Yeah,
like I commend him because he was a legit journalist. Mm-hmm. He fanboyed a little bit in the middle. You could tell he respects hip hop and like Jay-Z. But he didn't ask weak ass questions.
Yeah,
and that I respected. Like he even addressed like the whole Lemonade situation and how Jay-Z had to navigate that. Yeah, knowing that he cheated on his wife and it became a public thing, and how Jay-Z deals with his daughters and like. Mm-hmm. I don't think he would have got that same type of interview from like Drink Champs or like Memphis Bleak and things like that.
A lot of the push. That's my fault.
I think they just wouldn't have asked those types of questions.
Yeah,
or they would have cut them off a lot.
A lot of people was upset. Well, not upset. A lot of people were like, "Why didn't you do a certain podcast? Why didn't you go on like people said, Drink Champs, like Memphis Bleak got a podcast? Why you ain't going on these different podcasts?" But the thing is, I think to Sleepy's point, what happens is when you get around your partners, you'll talk about like your partner shit. You feel me? It'll be like barbershop conversations, which is great. But when you have an individual who's probably not gonna do another interview like this, and I don't know the last time Jay-Z did an interview like this, right? You want to get like to the meat and potatoes of what people really want to know about, and you might not get that to a casual conversation with your partners. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. And so I'm a diverted because I'm asking you because all of us are fans.
Yeah. He's my goat. That's real. I mean, shit. That man got his opinion.
Everybody know. I'm a DMX fan. So
DMX your goat?
Yeah.
All right.
DMX
respect. I can't.
I can 100% see that.
Yeah, I got no issue with that.
Yeah, I can 100% see that.
I have I have no.
We can keep the bar rolling with that.
If you just said like Project Pat or some shit, we'd have had beef. But you said some shit that made sense, and that's no diss to Project Pat. But I'm just saying.
I was about to say Project. If a nigga put Project Pat in their top 5, I'ma hear him out. I'm gonna hear him out.
I gotta see why.
Let's see where this goes.
I'm gonna hear you out.
Let's see where this goes.
Here we go.
I asked because I asked you specifically what they talked about, and not one time was the music mentioned.
I was gonna get to that because they did. He asked him, "What has he been thinking about recording again?" And what has kept him from like hopping on people's tracks and things like that. And he's like the next time he jumps out there, because there's so much that's been going on in his life, he doesn't want to be on somebody's concept.
Yeah.
And rap about whatever they rapping about on that song until he addresses the things that's been happening in his life, like the allegations, the Epstein shit, the whole Jay-Z is a capitalist and the Illuminati shit. Like,
he's a capitalist.
I didn't say he was.
It's a capitalist society.
It's a capitalist fucking society, girl.
Like, what are we talking about? We
So
live in a capitalist society.
Nas is a capitalist too, opening casinos and shit. Like, I'm like,
I wouldn't say he's not.
okay, I'm like,
live in a capitalist world.
It's like they flipped. It's like y'all used to talk about how Nas used to be like, wanting to be like. That's how Jay-Z is now. Jay-Z wanted. I'm a part of the people.
He's very philanthropic.
Okay, I see. Okay, I see what you mean there, though. Okay. No, on that part, I see what you mean. I see what you mean there. I see what you mean there.
So this would.
Yes,
This would.
Well, hold on. Nah,
That's 20 years. That's 15 years ago.
Daryl, you can't do that because Nas did it. Nas did it through music. We probably
Jay philanthropic with
I'll
his.
be honest. I don't know if I mean, this is just me. I don't know if I need another Jay-Z album. Like,
okay, don't stop right there. And that's why I'm asking. When I say, did he talk about the music?
I think he's gonna put another. I think he has something coming out.
I'm not talking about what he got. For instance, if you got a chance to sit down with Prince, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to talk to Prince about what's coming next. Prince, I want to talk about Purple Rain.
So no, they didn't do that.
So and that right there is my thing with music journalism. Nobody talks about the music.
67, 64.
hey man, don't listen. Hey, we stay on task.
Stay on task, Daryl.
Don't do that shit, man.
We got
stay on task. Stay on task.
We got sports coming later. Stay on
man.
task.
Daryl.
Nobody talks about the music no more, Sleep, and that
So
bothers
you wanted that.
I want, and here's why we need it, Sleep, because me and you grew up with magazines. We grew up with the Source. And in the Source,
Double XL.
The Source didn't tell me what Project Pat was doing in Memphis. The Source told me what Project Pat was doing on Wax.
Yeah.
They talked about the production. They talked about the music. When I interview, I want to meet Freddie Gibbs to find out what the fuck was going on when he wrote that song Ensalada. Like, it's certain art. I want to talk to Jay about Lucifer, Son of the Morning. Like, I'll never change. Like, I want to talk about
I would love to talk to him about what was the motivation behind how your verses hit on American Gangster album, because that shit was crazy. Like,
that's an underrated album. American Gangster is an underrated album.
Yeah,
that
I want to talk about how you felt doing that. Like, this is this is when he stepped to a whole nother level on that.
And see, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, it's kind of like seeing, you don't want to see your hero in real time, right? Like, I never, like you, like people joke all the time about my whole interaction when I first met Michael Jordan, right? But it's like when you put somebody up to a certain pedestal, you like, man, matter of fact, perfect example.
When you first met Michael Jordan,
no, perfect example.
I remember that
the song "Quick Stop" by J. Cole. Have you heard it? Perfect example. This J. Cole just getting some gas, like just getting some gas, chilling. This man that walked up to J. Cole and told his whole life story, nigga, you didn't inspire me to be da 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 da. And he like, I'm just getting some gas, man, but I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. It would hurt me if I went to Jay-Z and I said, bro, listen, when you nigga motherfucker Volume 1, that shit was everything to me, like everything to me. And he gonna be like, okay, hi man. I'm like, you don't understand. Fuck. Now I'm finna go viral for swinging on your ass because you pissed me off. No, I'm just playing.
And that's what's missing.
Yeah.
I feel from the authenticity of the journey.
So do you need that through another album though? Because you might not get that.
I don't want to get
so
nothing new.
I'm not gonna push back because I agree. I think this being his first interview, he had to deal with a lot of current shit that's been going on. Like, Jay-Z's name has been in a lot of shit. Between the Epstein situation and Busby,
and what has he done?
And he hadn't talked about it until now. So your first interview, you ain't for the last 2 years, Colin Kaepernick, the NFL, why'd you pick Kendrick? Like, all these things have been in that cycle. You kind of got to clear that out before we can go back and talk about, because I've talked about these albums before. I did, the Lost Tapes. I've done MTV Unplugged. Like, I've done. He's been in Vibe magazine before. He's been in GQ before. So you got to kind of get that out the way. And he also said, I'm going on offense this year, which means he's going to be doing more interviews. He's going to be doing more shit. And I hope somebody does the interview that you're talking about too. But could you imagine if he would have just talked about past shit? In the comments, everybody would have been like, what about the Epstein files? What about Busby? What about the rape allegations? Why'd you sabotage Drake? Like, that's all they would have been talking about.
Now, if Jay-Z was smart, I would do a podcast on every individual song on those two albums. And talk about, and do an episode, 20-minute things through Rock Nation or through what is it, the app they got?
He an older gentleman. He ain't finna do that.
They ain't
doing
that.
that.
But you're not. The
thing is, somebody talk about the songs.
You wouldn't get
on that album. That would be something special and different that the artist hasn't done.
Yeah,
I'm talking about what I was thinking about, what I was going, how we recorded.
But I don't
talking about the moment behind the music.
But think about somebody did a whole podcast on their album.
You know what? I will say this.
Going through every song and talking about the process of it.
One of the best questions. This is to you. I'm gonna let him finish. My bad.
R&B money.
Right, but I'm talking about you just do a blueprint. It's a blueprint, 10 episodes, 20 minutes. I'm talking about every song and how I developed it. What was the process? I remember when I got this from Young Guru. At first, I was like, that's some bullshit kind of man. I don't know how I'm gonna flow on it.
I need to find that bar because Jay actually dropped the bar. I don't want to fuck it up because he actually told dude. No, listen to what I just said. Like he was trying to. It was a bar though.
I did love how he also corrected the interview dude. Like it was something the interview guy said or something like that. He was like that's allowed or something like allowed. No. Nobody's gonna allow me
in the room.
Like so, yeah. It's and then the other part was too,
it's that same.
Where he dropped his nuts too. You feel what I'm saying? Because when they asked him about the whole Super Bowl Drake Kendrick shit, he was like, I'm Jay-Z. I don't have to.
He said, I'm Hov.
Choose a side. I don't have to
I'm fucking Hov.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm fucking Hov. I don't have to choose anything.
So along that same vein of thought, they asked him how he felt, or the gentleman asked him how he felt shopping his album around, knowing how good he was, and no one picking up Reasonable Doubt. Was he dejected? And I don't want to fuck it up. I feel like I am. But he was like, I wasn't dejected because I never gave up on myself. I was rejected. And that's the best thing that ever happened to me because it made me form my own thing. And when I could go back to the table, I was able to leverage Rockefeller. And now I've done everything on my own, basically. And it was a testament to not giving up because applying for jobs, applying for relationships, whatever, you're going to get a lot of no's sometimes. Them no's might not be for you. And don't quit. That should be the battery in your back to keep pushing. Because if he would have signed with Sony or some of these other people, Rockefeller wouldn't have been what Rockefeller was.
Yeah.
So I was rejected, not dejected. And I'm fucking up the quote. And he was like, listen to what I'm saying. Like he actually told dude, don't move to the next question yet. Like, think about that. He was dropping gems in that fucking.
I haven't made time.
Watch the interview. I watched that shit.
But I also came away that Jay-Z's he's not aware of his position though.
What you mean?
At the same time.
This that Nas bias coming out. Here we go.
It's
Go
not
ahead.
no Nas bias.
What do you mean?
It's not Nas bias.
Position.
I like the interview. I like the journalism.
Go ahead.
So he thinks he can be a capitalist and be a revolutionary at the same time, and you can't do that. He thinks he is though too doing that. You cannot. Capitalism and revolutionary status do not go together. But he thinks he can though. Is the point? That's his little bit of his delusion and that he thinks he can do both, but you cannot do both.
But you got to have a certain level of delusion, but also the fact that he is working with the NFL and there have been more black and brown acts since he has started doing that.
Also,
when
he said we over the Colin Kaepernick thing though. That was kind of bogus.
But I feel like he had to.
We done with kneeling. That was kind of bogus.
And
that's not revolutionary.
At the same time, and I'm not making any excuses for him, to be in that room, you got to kiss a little bit of ass too. But he didn't go back and get fucking white country singers or no shit like that.
But that's capitalism. That's not revolutionary.
And
there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it's
Daryl, you keep cutting me off.
Go ahead.
Capitalism could have been him just going, or if he was straight towing the line, he would have never had Kendrick or Dr. Dre and them do the Super Bowl. Because he could have definitely got the Swifties again, or like he could.
Both of them are capitalism, though.
How much money did Kendrick make?
Well, no one gets paid for the Super Bowl.
But nobody gets paid from the Super Bowl.
Oh, he made some bread.
Nobody get paid but the Super Bowl. So how much money did they make with that Super Bowl? They made billions with K-Dot.
True, but Kendrick
screams. If he was revolutionary, he would have Public Enemy perform. If he was talking about doing some crazy wild shit,
you got.
It was making money.
No.
But this way,
it's still capitalism.
You got to make
Bad Bunny is still capitalism.
It's got to make sense though.
No.
Public Enemy ain't finna like. That's not gonna make sense.
It wasn't that.
I mean, they've had the Who perform.
Daryl, that wasn't the case though.
Push back to that argument.
Okay.
Yeah. The Public Enemy is never gonna like
because you have to look at the subject.
Mm-hmm.
My introduction to Jay was him selling cocaine.
He's always been a capitalist. Is my point.
So you gotta look at.
He's always been a capitalist, and I'm fine with that. Why not? Why try to act like you some revolutionary dude? And it's okay if you're not.
But he tries.
He wants to be looked at as a revolutionary. That's my point.
So
like. I'm with the Basquiat stuff. I'm with the Che Guevara. I'm with the the people. I be bailing people.
But he doesn't even brag about those things.
But I'm saying though,
he bailed out hundreds of people for Freddie Gray, Mike Brown.
Think she revolutionary?
But Oprah tell you she did that shit most of the time. Jay-Z
There's a lot of black people that do put bread up, but they don't want you to think they're revolutionary either. They still about their paper.
Jay-Z be putting bread up and his name up.
And you can still be a capitalist and be a compassionate capitalist, but you're not a revolutionary. Is my point.
I guess I'm not pushing back at that. But I don't think Pac was revolutionary either. So I mean, I don't think anybody that's getting paid and making millions is a revolutionary.
But I don't think that. I think most people.
You don't think Pac was revolutionary?
He don't think he.
Not Blood and Pac. No.
Don't do that. Don't this. You just ride past. Ride past.
Not let me jump this nigga in the casino and talk about tossing it up. Like no, I just don't.
But Jay-Z is Jay-Z.
Pac was West Coast Nas. He talked about shit, and then all his songs didn't match.
He loves capitalistic rappers.
Okay. So
he loves capitalistic rappers.
You just brought home my point. And my point in
and it's fine.
All that was, at what point do I want an interview where it's only the music, and I want to hear about what's going on about your life in the music?
And I would support that 1,000%.
And if I took for face value, let's use somebody whose music has been, let's say Kanye for instance.
Yep.
Let's say I take Kanye West, who's an explosive character in itself, but I only judged him based on his music. I kind of see how we got here.
Them first 4 albums, I've seen Kanye's journey. I am not surprised where we ended up.
So, okay, stop.
100%.
Hold on. Just on music alone, correct?
Yeah.
So the music has so much power. It's kind of like you beating a dead horse with the interviews.
Clip you just saw. Please tap in and check out Just Posted. We just kicking, talking that good shit. And we fuck with y'all, man. Y'all be easy.